Hey guys, this is EckhartsLadder. Hello and welcome to a brand new series for the main channel. Those of you who follow X2 know exactly what this is. For everyone else, welcome to Awakening of the Rebellion. Probably my favorite mod for Star Wars Empire at War, at least right now, but that's saying a lot because there are a lot of great mods for this game. So as I said, this is a brand new series. We'll talk about that more once we get started. We're going to be playing a galactic conquest as the Alliance, trying to take back the galaxy from the Empire. And the focus of this mod really is trying to capture the Galactic Civil War feel as much as possible. And for that reason, I'm going to switch it to normal, because it's really, really hard when playing as the Alliance. But let's get started. Once we get in the game, I'll explain my goal of this series, how often I'll be uploading, everything like that. I'll see you in just a second. Alright, so here we are. Awakening of the Rebellion. Many worlds have been corrupted by the Black Sun, and still others have fallen to the iron hand of the Empire. Our forces are spread across the galaxy. We have to find a way to unite them again. Use your initial credits wisely to upgrade and expand your forces, and remove the Black Sun and the Empire once and for all from the galaxy. Alright, so pretty self-explanatory. Let's just pause it and turn all of our indicators on. So before we actually get into the game, I just want to talk a bit about this series. As a lot of you know, I do have a second channel, X2, where I post gaming content, sometimes vlogs, but just because of how busy I am preparing to have a baby, I haven't been able to upload on that as much as possible, and surely once the kid comes, I won't be able to upload at all, really. So I thought I would take the content that I was producing over there and bring it into the main channel. Obviously, I won't be posting as much as I did, but I think maybe once every 2 weeks, if you guys really like the series once a week, I'll do a new episode in this gaming series. It's not going to be just a playthrough of Empire at War 2 though. I'm going to be focusing on the lore surrounding what's going on and just trying to make sense of everything to you guys and add some extra context. And with that being said, we've got our initial rebel forces here, as they should be spread in the Outer Rim. All the way up from Unilinst, we can see the Corporate Sector Authority here, the CSA. And then we've got little kind of pockets of rebellion, Merkur and Concord Dawn, the Asteroid Belt, Umbara, Onderon, Honegger, and then we've got our kind of secondary rebel cell over here in the Hoth system. And then of course we've got Kamino, which Ram Koda from Star Wars Force Unleashed 2, and this is kind of, the forces are where they would have been right after the Battle of Kamino in that game, except we don't have Darth Vader captured. So it's hard starting off as the Alliance. You can't take on the Empire, in a slugging match. Right now we've got one Mon Calamari cruiser over Mon Cala. We've got, where is it? We've got a Providence class cruiser over Merkur, and we've got a Venator over Kamino, and that's all. Those are our only large capital ships. So we've got to focus on fighters, just as the Alliance actually had to in the Galactic Civil War. We also have to pretty early decide which planets we can afford to cede, like which planets we can afford to give up to the Empire, and which ones where we want to stand tall. We got to figure out where the main source of attack from the Empire is coming, and where we can kind of relax and rest on more loose defenses. So for example, the first thing we're going to do is move our forces to choke points. So Mustafar can't be attacked. Oh yeah, one thing I should talk about. In this mod, there's a kind of a missions feature. You get a bunch of cool missions, and they can give you everything from systems to credits to Imperial Star Destroyers. We'll talk about that as they come along. Alright, so it's unlikely, at least I think it's unlikely, that the CSA attacks Dantooine. I think they pretty much stay in their territory, unlike the Hapens up here, who will wreck you if you're not careful. I'm totally willing to give up all of these planets because they're just too exposed. I'm going to move all my forces to Kashyyyk, because Kashyyyk is a valuable world. It's kind of like a hub of nearby systems. What else? Oh, it's kind of funny. I find it funny how we have Bastion here. Anyone who's read the Thrawn duology knows that Bastion, after Pelion took his forces outside of the core, Bastion became kind of the new capital of the Empire, and no one knows where it is. They know its name, but its actual location is a highly guarded secret. But apparently in this mod, we've got Kyle Katarn there. So, not very nice of him not to speak up when everyone was looking for it. Speaking of heroes, on this planet we've got Garmbel Iblis, one of my favorite kind of Rebel Alliance personalities. He is super useful in this game because he has a special ground unit, and he's got Dreadnought. So he starts with the Peregrine, and then he calls in, I guess, Katana Fleet Dreadnoughts to a battle. And if you lose them, it's no big deal because they just spawn back every time. So we've got to use our initial 10,000 credits wisely. But one thing I'm also going to do, sell this ion cannon on Hoth. We don't need it. The Empire is not going to be attacking us this far down. And if they do, we're probably screwed anyway. Similarly, sell it on Mon Cala. That not only gives us more base money to work with, but it also lowers our monthly costs. While we're doing that, we're going to get the first Galaxy Tech level so we can rush carriers. And yeah, and then we've got to go to Bothawi, which is over here. And here, Bothawi's got an intelligence center, so you can build these rebel sympathizers. They steal credits from non-friendly planets, which is super useful. So useful, in fact, that we're going to move our fleet over the planet.
We're heading out.
As the Alliance, you've got to be kind of super flexible. Like, you're not going to be able to fortify every system. So you've got to kind of choose choke points, have a mobile fleet, and be able to respond to threats quickly with deadly force. So we want to take Bespin just because it's free. I'm going to skip this because it's in German, the cutscene. And we'll take Lando, who gives us a resource bonus, and move him to Mustafar. While that's happening, I'd like to build some Y-Wings.
Unit in production.
So yeah, as the Alliance, like, we can't even build capital ships right now. We've got, and the Empire starts off with Star Destroyers. So we really have to focus on having a good fleet of fighters ready to go, hit the enemy, and retreat. And that's one of the reasons why I'm rushing Space Force Level 1. Because it allows us to build Quasar Carriers, one of the best ships in the game, which kind of have a respawning wave of fighters.
You are doing well, but our defenses need to be
So if we build a level 3 space station on Onderon, we get 10 A-Wing squadrons. Onderon is over here. But it is kind of one of the planets that I was sort of intending to ditch, just to be honest. But for 10 A-Wing squadrons, we might as well build it.
Y-Wing squadron reporting.
But yeah, right now Kashyyyk is kind of my main. But maybe we should try to take Tren'Dosh just because it's right there anyway. And I want you guys to have a space battle. Let's just scout it out.
On my way.
Tactical battle imminent.
So yeah, you guys, let me know what you think of this series, if this is something you're interested in. If you're not interested in it too, I'd really like to know. I don't want to put stuff on my channel that's just going to bomb or that you guys aren't interested in, most importantly. If there's like a dedicated group of you guys that like this, then I'll do it. If not, then I won't.
A larger force doesn't always guarantee victory. Use tactics to your advantage and remove the defending position.
Great advice. Use tactics.
I'll be right there.
I think everyone who's played Empire at War at some point has made fun of like the kind of poor, well, not poor advice, but the really basic advice that the computer gives you. So the Providence is obviously a carrier. This is Rebel 1. I did a whole video on it. What level space station is this? Level 2. So it'll shoot out a few fighters. We've got some Y-Wings and whatnot too.
Reporting in.
Mostly worried about this. And I really just don't want to lose any fighters. Okay, let's get
Reinforcements en route.
Let's get the boys out. Oh, we've got 4 dreadnoughts? I did not realize that.
Roger. Let's go. We'll be there soon. Moving out.
I don't know where the fighters are heading. They're
On
kind of
my
just
way.
sitting in position right now.
Right away. Y-Wing squadron reporting. Y-Wing standing by.
I'm honestly willing, like these are
Hitting the
these
ion
are the
cannon
free
banks.
Y-Wings, I think, so.
Starting my run. Rebel
Oh, no, they're
Your
not.
orders?
Yeah, usually the AI will kind of just turtle by...
Bombers reporting in.
Usually the AI will just turtle by their space stations, so... That's kind of what I was expecting.
Reinforcements en route.
Oh, I just basically threw that Braha talk away. We'll heal up though.
Ready to battle.
So, let's send our free ships here, see if we can clear out some of the enemies. The great thing about the Alliance is you've got just such quality starfighters.
Changing course to intercept. Torpedoes armed.
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements.
At least your X-wings and whatnot. Your other fighters
en route.
are not great.
Squadron reporting.
That's why, and I see them as kind of disposable because once you...
Yes.
Let's not get too close.
Open fire.
Nice, those dreadnoughts are in the perfect position. You guys just put all power to your guns. Just demolish this
Yes,
thing.
Commander. Target confirmed.
Back up, because right now you're in range of that station.
Y-wing here.
Y-wings, you guys are gonna do a run on this ship's on this base's shield generator. Where is it?
Take
Here.
down those shields.
Rebel 1 reporting in.
This thing's taking a lot of fire. That kind of little dreadnought pinch worked really well there. You guys just keep clearing out fighters. Yeah, that the cruiser's taking a lot of fire, but it should be fine.
Awaiting command.
But
Guns at the ready. Standing by.
I'm gonna send these corvettes over to help.
Ready to fire.
Yeah, I just lost his. It's cool. He's got like the front engine, like the two stock engines, and then it has what looks like the tail end of a Recusant on it. I don't know if that's what it is in the lore. You don't really get a good. So the home one appears in the Rebellion comic series. You do kind of get a good look at the end. Check out the video I did on it. I included a lot of shots of it. I can't tell whether it actually has a Recusant's engine on the end. That'd be pretty cool though. Let's move the dreadnoughts in. They're all fine. That level 2 station doesn't have that many weapons. Hoping I can force a retreat here.
Ready for orders.
I've been hit.
Reporting in.
You guys gotta go help.
Target confirmed.
I got one on me. Target at maximum firepower.
There we go. We're starting to kind of gain the advantage here.
Ready for action.
Mostly due to our corvettes. Beautiful shot.
Got them on the run.
Got them on the run. Perfect. Of course, we'll have to do the actual ground invasion now. Okay, so we lost a Braha Talk and a Y-Wing. Sucks to lose a Y-Wing, but
Y-wing squadron
I'm not too
reporting.
concerned about either of those losses.
I hear you need my services.
So we'll leave the fleet here just for a second. We'll do the actual ground invasion. Before I do, I know I'll forget if I don't do it now. We're gonna send these rebel sympathizers out. So we'll send them to the planets that have the most income, and they'll kind of funnel some
Y-wing
credits our
squadron
way.
reporting.
Did the other ones get built? Yes, there's one. Typhera, one of my favorite planets in the lore.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oof. Hitting Camino pretty hard. See, that's just like what we got to deal with here. Even if I had my fleet there, we'd still be kind of overmatched. Let's just try, see what happens. The only thing is, I wish I had gotten the ground units. I mean, maybe I can take the planet back. Let's see.
Our captain has an
I might fast forward this if it takes a long time, but let's see what it looks like. How many of their units they can take out. I didn't see whether they had a lot of starfighters or. I saw they had 36 units, I think, but I didn't see what the breakdown was. 36 can be deceiving. You can have 36, or 20 of those could be corvettes. And a couple of cruisers can. Ships are very specialized in this mod. really in the base game. Like a Nebulon B is not doing a lot against, you know, a Dreadnought.
Station ready.
Do I want to waste the money? Sure.
Upgrade in progress.
Camino spinning mighty
Upgrade
quickly. Maybe that's why it's got so many storms. So
I copy. Orbital
this is just
command
going to be tough, to be
available.
honest. We're obviously not going to be able to defend completely, but maybe we can take some of the ships down with us and make it a bit more
We've
manageable
located the enemy.
for
Upgrade.
the fleet once it
Ready
arrives.
for command.
Howl Runners. See, I think that these ships, I don't know if any of the vessels they have spawns Howl Runners. So like it's hard to tell whether I'm killing something for good or just, you know, it doesn't matter because they just spawn free every time. Should have been next time this happens, I've gotta remember to move my fighters up more. Because I should not have let that whole barrage happen.
Yes, sir. I should be there any moment now. Target those lasers.
The shield generator.
Primary target is the shield generator.
Weird Corellian ships, is that what that is? Oh no, that's a CIS ship. I think, isn't it? Yeah.
Shield generator is disabled.
I feel like you see this one in the Clone Wars TV series. I can't remember for sure. Oh man, this station is getting wrecked. I didn't think it would go down this quickly.
Yes, Commander. The laser banks are your primary target.
Yeah. My only hope really is that some of those starfighters we took out weren't free. That's gonna be the only. Maybe I could take out this cruiser, this little frigate, I guess. That would be somewhat of a victory. Man, they're just pounding this thing to dust.
Attack. We've lost the laser battery.
Take out those ion cannons.
Very quickly losing units.
Target those lasers.
The laser banks are your primary target.
Target those lasers.
3 left. Maybe we can do it. I don't know. We've only got 3 ships left.
The laser banks
Not looking good, to be honest.
Target those lasers.
The laser banks are your primary target.
Sometimes you get lucky with an auto resolve.
Been defeated.
At least the fighters weren't replaceable. So let's see. That leaves them with 30. I'm just trying to kind of think about my odds here. I don't know what to do, to be completely honest. They've got a ground force coming. And it's really annoying. How close am I to tech level? Not super close. Let's just do the ground battle over Tren'Dosh first. And then we'll worry about that.
Invasion commencing.
Hate Tren'Doshans for what they did to my Wookiee
Choose
bros.
your reinforcements.
Right away.
So the really nice thing with this Rebel Commander is he comes with an X-Wing.
We've
We need to deploy more troops, or we won't last
Something I
long
really like in
against
this
the enemy
mod is
forces.
that your dropships, they fire on enemies. If enemies spawn close enough, or if enemies come close enough to your landing zone, the dropships will fire on them, which I think is really cool. Like, watch.
Sensor node constructing.
If there's any left.
Underway.
Get back. Watch the main guns. The GR-75, I've never said it doesn't make sense as a transport vehicle, because it does, especially when you see those big guns. But I mean, in space, those guns aren't big.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's see what they got here. Mandalorian militia.
Engage.
Not too worried about
Let's
that,
do
to be
some
honest.
damage. Attack.
So they've got Black Sun Outpost.
Fire.
Okay. Where'd that AT
Open fire.
just destroy that? AT-AP, one of my favorite walkers. I think it looks so cool, especially how like the third leg comes down to kind of use it to do the long range shots. I think that's so cool.
Attacking target.
So we're gonna cheese this, to be honest. Whenever you have starfighters in atmosphere or speeders and they don't, you're at like a huge advantage.
Waiting orders. Attacking. Course plotted. That's it. Scratch one. Targeting.
We should probably build some
Turret
anti-infantry.
constructing.
Starfighters, that one's taking some. What's doing that?
Firing. Target confirmed.
What's shooting at
Good as
us?
gone.
Something's actually doing some damage too. So we should clear out these vehicles. Let's just pull back.
Destroyed.
I'm just gonna chill.
Construction complete.
I'm just gonna call in an airstrike on them. Because we've got so few units right now, we really just... I don't want to lose anything. This is a kind of difficult map too. Guys just chilling there, blunting any attack they might have. Okay, I might skip through this just because it's going to be kind of boring. How long are we at so far of the episode? 22 minutes, is that what that said? Yeah. Yeah, I really don't... I don't know how it works with the commanders. I feel like if my fighters die, the commander... Excuse me, the commander dies, but I'm not sure.
Our base is under attack. Bombing
Firewing
run
squadron
available.
reporting.
Damn, that didn't do much. Alright,
Plotting course.
gotta take this
Fire
out.
at will. Engage. Let's do some damage.
Just kill it, just kill it, just kill it.
Fire.
Come on, come on, come on. Kill it,
Open
kill it,
fire.
kill it.
Attack that target. En route.
Jesus. Okay, come
Attacking
back
target.
around. There we go.
Order received. Fire at will. Attacking.
Now with
Targeting.
they kind of spread their units out, so
Proceeding. Firing. Attack formation.
have that airstrike ready in a second,
Target
which would be
confirmed.
nice.
It's as good as
I
gone.
hate the ground battles; they're so boring, to be honest.
Squadron, move out.
I mean, they can be fun, but sometimes like this.
Lasers linked and ready. Fire at will. Right away.
All right, come on, give me that airstrike, dude.
I'm here, sir.
Come on, there
Bombardment
we go.
available.
There we go. Knock that thing out.
I copy.
Our base is under attack.
So now I just gotta kill the rest of these units. Easy peasy.
Engage. Let's do some damage. We've got them on the run.
Cool.
Attack.
I know it's a free unit, but whatever. Okay, so we didn't lose anything.
Planetary control
Move the
achieved.
fleet back
Firewing
over to
squadron
Kashi.
reporting.
No problem.
Now I've got to deal with that other issue. Oh boy, this could be rough. Let's just take the fleet. I'm not gonna take the fleet. We'll jump out the Liberation.
Move orders are
Maybe do
confirmed.
kind of like a bit of a hit and run attack, perhaps.
Destination acknowledged.
Corruption has
If
been
that makes any
removed.
sense.
Enlisting
Oops.
troops. Tactical battle imminent.
What's happening? I'm gonna also upgrade this station over Bothui to level 4 or level 3. So the Nebula MBs are nice because they got a lot of ships. The Nebula MBs are nice because they give you
Choose for
free fighters.
reinforcements.
Come on.
You can count on it.
We suspect that this planet's defenses could be very
So
powerful.
I'm not
We're
intending
counting on
this
you
ship
to
to see any
remove all
major
enemy
action.
forces
I'm mostly
and
using it as a
protect
carrier.
to allow our ground forces through.
Heading out. On my way.
Just a moment.
We're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna hit them, and then we're gonna leave.
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
It's a nice looking rebel fleet, I must say. Very nice looking. All right.
Send me on my way.
Okay, so we'll take all the fighters. This is a fighter, yeah. We'll take all the fighters. Do I have X-Wings?
C-95 standing by.
Set them as Squadron 1.
Y-wing standing by. Your orders?
Take all the bombers. Set them as
Bombers at the
Squadron
ready.
2. Alright, Squadron 1, you guys are first. Squadron 2, you're next, though, so get ready.
C-95 here. Over.
Send you first.
Are you alright? We lost contact with you for a moment.
Transport ready.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Good thing is, the Liberation at least will have a secondary. We'll keep this.
Awaiting your command.
Liberation at least will have a secondary set of fighters coming. This is cool. Okay, interceptors first. B-wings. Or it's not B-wings. I wish I had B-wings. If I had B-wings, I'd be over the moon right now. Be feeling real confident.
The enemy is approaching.
Okay, let's hit this frigate first. Where are their fighters? Honestly, if I can just like bust the fleet up so it's weak by the time it gets to my capital ships, then we'll be able to do some damage. But I don't want them to really see too much action. Alright, how you guys doing? Cover the bombers, cover the bombers, cover the bombers. Bombers are precious. Do not let anything bad happen to them.
Need help.
We should really try to take out this this little Corvette here. Yeah, we totally like just broke their line. Corvette's nearly dead. Okay, bombers, you guys can get back on this. Murphy's in here, he just made a little sound. If you guys hear that, that's just my dog. If I remember, I'll put a picture of him up on the screen. If not, you can see him on Twitter. Post pictures like every day. No new ships from the Liberation yet. Nice. Yeah, we're just like running over them because we've knocked out their, well, that was cool. We've like knocked out their anti-fighter support, so we're just kind of running through their fleet. Feels good. Where are my Y-wings at? Wish I could play sound, but from what I've seen, or from my experience anyway, anytime I play sound, I get
There,
demonetized.
sir.
Another one. Okay, I'm actually gonna move the Liberation,
I will provide whatever
move the big ships into range, the edge of the range. But if that, I'm gonna do that. I gotta knock out the shields in this thing. Where are they? Where are they? Does the does it not have shields? Am I just not seeing it? In that case, we'll take the frigate first. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, this might have been a bit too aggressive.
Ready for the attack.
Pull around.
Eclipse to Star Killer. In just a moment.
Actually, this is gonna work out pretty well. Ooh, that's like the Marg Sable, kind of.
I will provide whatever intelligence support I can.
Look how it does boost engines and boost shield. That's super useful.
This is the liberation here.
Okay, turn about. Hit him with the turbo lasers. Beautiful.
Fire for maximum effect.
Okay, we're just running all over them because they've got no fighter support.
Eclipse to Star Killer. Just a moment.
All power to the engine.
Transport standing by.
See ya.
Bombers.
Alright, bombers. Yeah, that's almost dead. Perfect. Let's do a run on this ship. It's Munificent. Fighters. Oh man.
This is the liberation here.
He's in the spot you don't want to be with a Star Destroyer. Well, you see, like, in the lore, really, sometimes these rear guns have trouble firing because, obviously, there's this, if they're on an even plane right now, which they are a lot of the times, or if the ship was lower, those guns would have a tough time. What's this dreadnought just saying here?
Eclipse to Star Killer.
Let's just break them.
Enemy on my way. Accelerating to attack speed.
Full speed.
Nice.
Our target priority is the laser cannon.
I love the look of this. It's like the B2, I guess, or it's like, or sorry, this isn't the B2. It's the assault frigate Mark II is what I meant. Okay, so they're trying to run away. We want to take out their engines because if you destroy their engines, it means their ship is lost during the retreat. This thing either doesn't have engines or I've destroyed it already. This thing, however, does.
Hit the engines.
Enemy
Y-wing here.
fighters in range.
Target the primary engines.
Those are both dead.
Form up. Flight systems engaged.
Oh, let's just destroy this. Nice. So that's a pretty good win. We lost a few fighter squadrons, 5 in total, but we took out a recusant, and then a bunch of frigates. 2 recusants, wasn't it? Or no, 1 recusant, 2 munificents. Cool.
Profit margins will be large.
That's pretty good. I'm still gonna move them
Oh,
back
we'll
to
get there.
Bothawi. I'm just not gonna have a space station there because I can't defend both, and a space station really, like, it can't.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh, that's annoying. Damn. That was stupid. Oh, that was so dumb. So what happened there is I forgot to oh, I can't believe I did that. That is so stupid.
Giving up already? What do you see?
Alright.
The enemy is
That's
landing
really
their
annoying.
forces as we speak. Fortify our defenses and stave off their attack.
Blasted scum!
I love Coda.
We've secured
So aggressive.
a build pad.
Jeez.
Turret
I don't even know.
constructing.
Swamp speeder ready.
Just build. Here.
Ready.
We've secured
Can
a
do.
build pad.
Right. You need us, sir.
We've secured a build pad.
The
Turret
enemy has been
constructing.
spotted.
I didn't realize they had aircraft.
Construction complete.
Honestly, the AA cannons are decent against troops, so I'll build a couple of them.
Turret constructing.
I would rather not lose Coda. Oh, Jesus.
Blind man
Construction
and a
complete.
fool against the Empire.
Force gives a Jedi
Shouldn't come here.
Construction
I have
complete.
to prove you. So be it.
This was a disaster. There's no need for this to happen. This could have been a...
Scum!
If I would have just remembered to leave the troops there, this would have been like a devastating... I would have destroyed a ton of their units. But instead, we've got this happening.
Engines operational.
Okay, where'd Koda go? Let's get him healed up. Is there a build
We've
pad?
secured a landing zone.
Here.
Reporting in.
Oh crap, they took over
Leader
that.
reporting.
Right, Koda, you need to find yourself a... I guess he's healing on his own.
We've secured a build pad.
Here.
Turret constructing. We've secured a landing zone. We've secured a build pad. Turret constructing.
I feel so stupid that I did that. Kind of forgot. I was thinking... I don't really know. There's no excuse.
Got it.
Alright, we're gonna need to back up.
Construction complete.
Is there only those 2 cannons there? Oh, nice. I didn't realize. Oof. At least I've got some ground units left.
Moving out.
Construction complete.
Heading out.
Unit destroyed.
We gotta further fortify. There's more.
Yes, sir.
Unit destroyed.
Oof, man. That is brutal.
Standing by. We're going in.
Base is
Ground
under
targets
attack.
It's terrible.
Reinforcement point contested.
Actually, crap. I should have built anti-infantry there, probably.
What do you see? Shouldn't have come here. If I have to go through you, then so be it.
Here. You go over here. We'll build anti-infantry. I'm not gonna be able to win this. Oh crap! Koda's dying. Oh, why did you go that way?
I should have never left my drink.
Well, I figured he would go around that way, but I guess not.
We've secured a build pad. Turret constructing. Unit destroyed.
Geon speeder standing by.
Well, so much for the great General Koda. He's gone early in this playthrough. Honestly, I almost never use him, so, but still, he's nice to have.
Attack coordinates received. Following your lead. Laser cannons prime. Support order acknowledged.
Unit destroyed. We've lost a landing zone. Unit destroyed. Barracks destroyed.
Damn, dude. Oh, that was not worth it. I should have just retreated, obviously.
System lost. Construction complete.
What it just... Oh, I just got a bunch of... Nice. So I just got 10 A-Wings, which is super helpful, actually. What we're going to do is kind of get some quick revenge here.
Now for some profit.
I mean, they've got pretty serious
Mission
ground
log
force
updated.
there, but...
Now for some profit.
Oh, can I rescue Koda?
Pirates have
No.
requested our assistance.
Okay.
System lost.
We're going to take this chance to strike at the Empire. Or not the Empire, the Black Sun. They've got those units stationed in orbit, so it's like free kills for us. Make me feel a little bit better. And then I think it'll be about time to end this episode.
Reporting.
Okay, so what we're going to do,
Moving out.
they have no space forces. We're going to just get as close to the ground units as we can.
Try to separate the defending units to pick them apart.
I'm going to drop like all of my ships here. Let's just get this,
How about some backup?
get some sensor range.
Enemy units sighted.
There they are.
We've got them on the run.
Damn it. Maybe we can still get some.
Vectoring now.
For some reason, the Liberation always freezes the game when it jumps in. Nice.
We are victorious.
Beautiful.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh no. Oh, I gave Merker up. The pretty big Imperial fleet, 2 victories. You can have it. One thing I've got to do before I forget is, sorry about that buzz. I'm so bad. I really wanted that Spider-Man game for PlayStation, but I don't have a PlayStation. I've only got an Xbox. But I found my old laptop that I used to edit like my very first EckhartsLadder videos. I don't use it at all anymore, so I'm trying to trade that now. I'm trying to trade that laptop for...
Construction complete. Barracks destroyed.
I'm trying to trade that laptop for a PlayStation. It's only like a $300 or $400 laptop. It's a pretty fair deal, actually. Why is that?
Vehicle in
So I'll show you. I'll do one more battle once. I'll build a quasar just so you guys can see what it's like. I don't know if I've got a Dreadnought just stationed at Korriban. Yeah, I don't think. Well, maybe I should move that back actually. Like, I don't think the CSA is gonna get aggressive. I mean, they could though, so maybe I shouldn't move my ground forces away. How quickly is that quasar being built? Sorry. Really want that that PlayStation. I'm so single-minded. So I saw there was a mission to take Falleen. I mean, all I got was 2 interceptors.
Orders confirmed.
So it's probably not really worth it, but reconnaissance, take stealth unit to a planet. Well, that works out well. I will do that. That's not going to give me anything, but in my experience, if you do one of those free reconnaissance missions, you almost always get like a paid one after.
Mission log updated.
Let's set another one of these to build.
Vehicle
Let's see.
in production.
Yeah, so now I can take one to Kaylee? I don't know. Kaylee's my sister's name. I doubt it's that. But so we'll do that. It's free money, basically. It's free real estate.
Vehicle in production.
Corruption has been removed.
Okay. That just gets, there it is. So yeah, free 2,000 credits right here. I'm also going to build a carrier here. Or I guess it's Mon Cal that has the shipyard. There we go. And I think over at Bothawi I can build more of those sympathizers.
Hiring smuggler.
Whole new batch. Oh, they took Bespin back. I didn't even realize. So that's what we'll do this battle. Maybe we'll take Bespin and back row once we have these 2 carriers, and then we'll call it. So I want you guys to see Bel Iblis in action. I don't think he's done anything yet this episode.
I hear you need my services.
Okay. Let's just move. I kind of want some ground forces here. You don't need to be in space, 3PO. I don't know if he does anything in this mod.
Beginning construction.
Okay, once that quasar is done, we'll do a couple attacks. Just to give us a bit of breathing room too. So Solist is a big Imperial shipyard. It's hard to attack, but what I will do probably next episode is build up like 3 or 4 quasars and just do like a strike attack on the shipyard. Just hit that, not try to take the planet or anything, but yeah, just hit the shipyard, hit the goal and defense platform if I can.
Order acknowledged.
Okay. So we're almost ready.
I hear you need my services.
But it would be nice to kind of clear out this whole sector and have like a kind of nice base of operations. The West is tough, but we don't have a lot of Imperial presence here. Maybe I should take Oribana too, because you get good credits there. Maybe that's what we'll do first, because Bespin we'd have to do a ground battle. Maybe that's how we'll end the episode.
B frigate here.
Okay.
Moving to coordinates.
This is a nice little fleet. do it, baby.
I hear you need my services.
Construction complete.
Let's move the troops there.
Tactical battle.
Oh, a Victory Star Destroyer. This is interesting. Our first catch of the day. So yeah, Orty Bana gives you good credits. It's got no ground component, so you just have to win the space battle. However, I don't think we have enough fighters to do all of that.
Destroying
Not with
key
a victory
elements of the
here.
enemy's forces is an optimal
We'll
tactic.
see.
Try to separate the defending units to pick them apart.
Because yeah, with this fleet, I don't have like any muscle. I've got the two dreadnoughts, or I've got this dreadnought, and then Bel Iblis, and he can call in. I don't know if I explained that already, but he can call in two Katana fleet dreadnoughts. Okay, let's get these fighters out.
Right away.
Do we have any more? Okay, that's two more X-Wings at
Heading
least. Call in Garm.
We got him! Send reinforcements!
Reinforcements on
So it
route.
looks like the Empire is just going to turtle up around this station, which is fine.
Ready. Heading out.
Let's see if you can handle these
Open
fighters.
Awaiting
These
orders.
this first. Oh yeah, there's the victory.
On my way.
I mean, if I can take that out, that would be great. I would prefer to take that out rather than the.
Squadron reporting.
Why is it on fast?
Ball out.
Scanner contact behind me.
Reinforcements en route.
Let's just call in a load of fighters.
Reinforcements cancelled. Reinforcements en route.
Might as well.
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
What do I have sitting? Why is it showing? Oh, it's just my reinforcements pulled up. The edge. Okay. I'm gonna call in this bulk cruiser just in case
Moving out.
they decide to get cheeky with their fighters.
Copy.
So yeah, these are all free. I can lose these and they're replaced. That's what this little white flag next to them means.
I copy.
Watch your six.
Take down those shields.
Agree to full throttle.
Reporting.
Swinging around.
Primary target is the shield generator.
Rendezvous at mark. Point.
I don't know why. I just love Y-Wings doing bombing runs on things. They're the coolest thing
Yes,
ever.
sir. Take down those shields.
Let's take these two free dreadnoughts and just ram them up against this base here.
Yes, Commander.
Well, that's happening. This is level 2.
Primary target is the
Says right
shield
there.
generator.
Yeah, you can see the effect that Starfighter superiority has on the tide of battle.
Ready.
Just see if we can take out the shield
Take
before
down
the
those shields.
dreadnoughts arrive. Oh yeah, beautiful.
Primary target is the shield generator.
Oh, where'd those fighters come from?
Y-Wing squadron reporting. Y-Wing standing by.
Good thing is a Y-Wing can stand to a TIE bomber, no problem. Very cool.
Open fire.
Stay on target.
So yeah, these two free dreadnoughts, I can just throw them against the space station. You lose them, it's not a big deal at all. Are they in range yet?
I've been hit.
Not quite. Almost.
No good. I can't maneuver.
There's that bulk cruiser. Bulk cruiser's okay offensively, but really it's best as a screener.
Your orders?
Hold on. I'm in range.
Let's target that hangar, because I think the hangar calls in the capital ships too. Oh,
Bombers
here.
at the ready. Attack that target.
Target at maximum firepower.
I think he's dead, so.
Sir?
Bombers reporting in.
Again, losing it, not a big deal, but it'll just make the battle go a little quicker if I can use it to attack the shipyard. I mean, I'll probably just call in my other one.
Proceeding to coordinates. Attack formation.
Escort requested.
Need help?
I think lost a lot of its guns by the look of it.
Fire for maximum effect.
This thing's outside of effective range, so it's not even taking any fire. well, outside. I guess that one turbo laser's putting a few shots in on it, but probably not doing a whole lot.
Ready for orders. Attack that target.
So yeah, you get 2 waves of ships. So each one of these has 2 X-wings and 2 Y-wings. You guys can see why Garmbel Iblis is so easy, or so useful, because he gives you basically 2 free capital ships every battle that you can throw away without having to worry about. Okay, we're in a nice spot. Let's just go full. There we go. Got all the flank guns.
Locking target. We're too close. Keep your eyes open. Switch the attack.
That Imperial cruiser. Sorry to put some fire on me. Alright, it's basically all over though. So let's just
Try not to let one on your tail.
Gargantuan
bring Garm up. Oh, it's not the Peregrine, it's the Gargantuan. No wait, isn't the Gargantuan his land vehicle?
here.
Need help.
Does it say?
Watch your 6.
Maybe it doesn't say. I just assumed it was a Peregrine, but maybe that wasn't even a ship during the Galactic Civil War. I don't know. That's like his command ship in the New Republic era, though. Alright, let's hurry up. Let's get this done.
I've been hit. I've got one on me. Watch the crossfire. Attack formation. Keep your eyes open.
Affirmative.
Even bring the bulk cruiser into play. I love that. I'm in bad shape. Seems so upset about it. So yeah, I think you guys can see why the carriers are awesome. If you have 4 carriers, that means you have like a guaranteed 2 waves of 16 fighters every battle. Alright guys, so that's all for today's episode. Let me know what you want to see me do next. How should we guide our rebellion against the Empire? Maybe we'll take a quick look at just the state of the galaxy before we end it. Okay, so we lost, you know, some starfighters, no big deal.
Planetary control.
Okay, so let's just pause it.
Mission log.
I'll tell you guys my plan. We capture Kessel, we get 2 Dreadnought cruisers. Kessel is kind of close to Renvar. Not really though, we have to go through quite a bit of space actually. But okay, so let's talk about assess our tactical situation. I'll tell you guys what my plan is. Let me know down in the comments whether you think that makes sense, or whether you think I should take a different route. So I think next episode I'm going to build a small task force down. I've already kind of started it down at Mon Cala. Mostly quasars, and I'm going to use it to take the Corporate Sector Authority, just for some extra income. These 4 planets will provide a nice little income base. While that's happening, I am going to also do the same over in the Galactic West. Take Bespin, take Bakra, take Rat Attack, and then Intersection 1. And maybe even as far as Typhara, I don't think so. All just kind of to remove hostile presence in my territory, and yeah, just kind of give myself a new base of operations. And I also got Rogue Squadron and Luke here. I'm gonna, just before I forget, I'm gonna join them with the fleet.
Right away.
So yeah, I think we're gonna start Bespin and then just kind of go through like this. It should be pretty easy with Rogue Squadron because they're a great land unit. But yeah, let me know what you think of that plan. Let me know, more importantly though, whether you like this episode. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, this has been EckhartsLadder. May the Force be with you.